Hey everyone, I wanted to do this quick video on these American Home Life Patriot series. I think this is going to be the only chance that I can do this in a test mode. So I'm going to just go through this. This is the first time that I've used this myself. Um, this will be too easy. So give me 1 second. Let me share this. So this product is the for the senior side of American Home Life. Okay. So what will happen is we'll put in the zip code for the individual. I'm just gonna make one up, Illinois, and we're gonna do something special. We're gonna take someone that is over the age of 85, 1939. Individual is 87 years old, and we're going to make the effective date. Today's the 6th of February, 2026, and we'll make it for the next following month, right? So because this company also does direct billing too as well, right? So I'm just doing that. That's just a routine that I have. You can make it, within, next couple days or whatever, but make it the first of the month. Right. So to correct what I just said, let me put the correct dates in here because I was talking and thinking something different. Okay. Female, non-tobacco, 87-year-old young lady. And we're just going to Jane Doe. I'm just going to put an email address in here where you can send a quote as well. It's a lot of things that you can do. There's no notes. I'm just gonna go to view products. And what they have for Miss Jane Doe is they got a couple options: super preferred and tiered. Okay. Now, don't don't think of this company like your others and compare. Someone that with pre-existing conditions still can be preferred. So someone that may be sometimes COPD and a couple other major things still can be preferred. So you have to read the underwriting guide. We're not going to discuss that at this time. That's another video. So I'm going to go to something called the Patriot Series Tiered Final Expense. When you get down here, they have a couple things you can do to put the amount in. I had $20,000 in. I tested this before. And then what you'll do is you'll choose one or the other, right? One of the things that I've thought because I do pre-need was this money purchase. So I want to show you this standard preferred. I want to add an accelerated death benefit rider. I want to hit quote $20,000, right? Preferred is $422.59. Standard is 605, right? Preferred is the best and also the more cost effective if that individual is in the conditions that meets the requirements, right? And what you'll do is you'll hit add. It gave you the quote right there. Then it does add the cart, and then it'll show those things. But what is this money purchase? Sometimes people want to go for the gusto, but you just got to get them something. Okay. So in pre-needs, you can just do the reverse calculator, and that's what this is. Somebody's gonna say, I just got $100. Let's put $100 in. Keep it real. And we're gonna have them pay monthly. Check this out. Preferred plan, that $100 will get that senior, that person, 5,000 if they're preferred, 3,000 standard. It's better than nothing. Okay. And you'll see you'll see these things right here. That's something that we don't have in a lot of other carriers. All right, I'm moving on. So what I'm going to do, since I know that, I'm just going to make a change here. I'm just going to take this to 5,000. Get the quote again, change it up a little bit. I had to learn a little bit about the money purchase, but it gave me an understanding of what we were doing. So, um, looking at that, $5,108 and a penny, right? Should be 108 flat since pennies are not they're not legal anymore, right? We have that. We want to start enrollment, get this individual started, and Jane Doe, 87 years old, legal, or we'll discuss later as we learn more about this carrier, about I-10s and all of those things. But let's just get through this. We'll start the enrollment, and then you have all of these steps, right? All of the things to go through, whether they're here or not. Okay. And what I'll do, this is my first time seeing this, and I know how to navigate pretty well. So we'll go through the questions. Are you currently confined or been advised to enter a hospital, nursing home, skilled nursing facility, psychiatric facility, correctional facility? No. Receiving or been advised to receive home health care or hospice? No. Most of the time, if you click the yes, maybe that'll go to a graded. I'll have to look more into guarantee issue if that becomes an option or a decline. Okay, so when you get on the yes side, that goes to a graded decline or guarantee issue on most carriers, right? I'm not speaking specifically on this one. Are they in a wheelchair, scooter, or they basically impaired from basically what you talk about living benefits, the chronic portion? No. All right. And sometimes you got to summarize these. This is a new one, right? Use or been advised to use oxygen equipment to assist with breathing, excluding CPAP or sleep apnea, or had or been advised to have kidney dialysis. I've never seen a question asked like that. That's a good one, but you got to look at the age group that we're helping at this point because this is final expense. Been advised to have medical procedure, surgery, or diagnostic tests which has not yet been started, completed, or for which results are not known, excluding tests related to HIV. No. Have you been ever received or been advised to receive an organ or bone marrow transplant or amputation due to any disease or complications of diabetes? No. All right. These are questions that you need to start including in your portfolio or things to ask. Have you ever been diagnosed by a member of medical profession or tested for HIV, ARC, or AIDS? No. Have you been diagnosed, received, or advised to receive treatment or medication for these things? I'm not even going to try to read them, but the one that stands out is the sickle cell, right? Huntington's disease is rare, but I came across those individuals and Lou Gehrig's disease. So, no, but I wouldn't think that those are automatic decline. They just remember they had preferred and they had standard, right? So then this is putting people in categories before we go to grade it. Please read the underwriting guides, right? Alzheimer's, dementia, or mental incapacity? No. You know what? For someone that I'm working, this is for. I want to click yes to this Alzheimer's. Okay. If you answer yes in section A, you are not eligible. You will not be able to complete or submit this application. Wow. Okay. So guess what? We're gonna leave that as a no. Now, I want to continue training on this, but if you get that and you lie about it and that person passes away, the subject to the 2-year contestability, you get terminated, and that client may get refunded their premiums, and guess what? Nothing's covered. Don't lie and don't put your license on the line. But for training purposes, I'm clicking no. I'm gonna click yes to this. It's going to say the same thing. I didn't read it. I just want to see, right? Congestive heart failure, all of these things. No. Let me scroll back up and see what this is talking about. This says, are they in a wheelchair? Let's click yes and see what happens. Boom, same situation. So these are what you call knockout questions. Okay. So you gotta include these. Cerebral palsy. Don't worry. We got the company called uh XYZ that I'm not gonna say for this focus one, but a we have a company that'll cover these issues, guarantee issue, okay? All right, so no. Cirrhosis of the liver? No. All right. In the past 2 years, have you been diagnosed, received, or advised for chemotherapy or radiation for any form of cancer? Understand this is unfortunately becoming too much of a norm. I'm gonna click yes. Not able to submit. So I'm going with the no. So you know that they're not taking those things. Have you been diagnosed with more than one occurrence of the same or different type of cancer? I'm going to click yes. Same things, denial. I'm going to click no. All right. So, and I'm showing you this so you know what the questions look like in advance. Okay. Within the past 2 years, have you been diagnosed with, received, or been advised to receive treatment for medication for drug problems? Right. I'm click yes. Now, it didn't give me that we couldn't continue, but understand this block just put it to modified, which means that there's an option to go under graded 2 years. Okay, opportunity, right? I didn't say that they will approve, so I'm gonna click no for this. Complications with diabetes, diabetic coma, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna click yes. It didn't stop anything, but I'm going with the no. But check this out. This is the separator. They're going to take someone with diabetes that they've been in a diabetic coma, shock, neuropathy, kidney disorder. That's not dialysis. They just have the disorder, and then a lot of people don't take the any in this category, and you wind up going guarantee issue. So this is very good that you can still get a nice competitive carrier or premium or policy under these conditions, right? Without but with a wait period, okay? Without going before you have to go guarantee issue. Kidney or liver disease, all right? Within the past year, have you been diagnosed with, received, or been advised to receive treatment for chest pain, heart attack, cardiomyopathy, or any type of heart or circulatory procedure or surgery? Click yes. We're still on other the modified, everybody. So they'll take those individuals, but realize in other companies, these are knockouts. These are automatic declines. So this is good. Stroke, stroke, and brain tumor. Click that yes. Modify, y'all. You can still get individuals covered. This is good. This is really good, right? You can go out there and start preaching to the choir. All right. If any if any of these are yes and C, you are eligible for the standard plan. Remember, I told you that standard and preferred. So now this is going to be the separator. Now you had modified. If they were modified up top, you wasn't getting preferred. But now we're trying to. You said no to everything else, so it's like, okay, well, let's ask these questions one more time and see what we get. This is your last time to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you, whatever. All right. So looking at that, uh, heart attack, in the past 2 years, because now they're giving timelines, right? No, past 2 years, stroke or brain tumor, no, right? This is the one that you're going to be able to help so many people. This I've been looking for this. Have you been diagnosed with received treated Parkinson's, MS, systemic lupus. Click yes. It ain't even a knockout. It ain't even a knockout, y'all. But this is a decline, and you got to shop around. You can get somebody coverage, and as an agent said to me, you can get them a piece. You don't go to a restaurant and order a whole pie. You get a piece of the pie. So what I'm saying to you is, you can give somebody some insurance, something, a small package, small piece of this insurance pie, and go find some more pie, or they can come back around and get some more coverage. Okay. So, but this, we can get this, we can get some pie, some of that insurance pie to our lupus friends, MS, and those with Parkinson's. Okay. Look at this: COPD, chronic bronchitis. All of y'all can read this. Now, now check this out. This either put them, this is just to say that they were preferred or standard. So now if it was a yes, we're gonna put them at a standard. All right. So you know what? Just for training, I'm gonna for the lupus, we're gonna click yes, because I see this next block, check eligibility. Applicant Jane Doe may qualify for standard level plan. That means they get a standard. More likely, we wasn't modified, but they getting first day coverage, y'all. First day coverage with lupus, right? There's other companies that'll take them too. So, but you got to do a little bit more homework. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna, we're not doing any children. Let us avoid that. We're not. You shouldn't. Be careful. Replacements trigger questions, right? So either if you're replacing a policy that somebody already got, either they got cash in it and they need to do I forgot it, a transfer, a rollover from that it's an actual form number from one company to the next company. Okay, so don't ever just cancel something unless the situation creates that they got to cancel, take the money out, they'll take it, and then they'll just bring that money over. Just have them transfer the money. But if anything, the replacement is going to be a no, because they'll tell the next agent or company, hey, somebody trying to take your client, go ahead and give them a call and try to save that, right? So what you don't do is tell them to cancel their policy before you got this approved. Let me just say that. All right. So we're not replacing anything. Does the proposed insurers currently have life insurance and annuity in force? Most of the time, if you're at this point, that's a no, because you won't be even working on this, right? So with that, this gets even more simpler. You see all the questions. I want to pause this right there, because we're not going to go. I'm not going to take you through this process. This was just the plan eligibility, and just to give you a little bit of what this carrier can offer your clients. This is American Home Life Patriot, right? And I said it like that because this is the Patriot, which is tied to the company called Aetna. So if you like Aetna, what are you doing? Health, right? You can tie some things together. Now, and sell some other plans. That's a whole nother training. Now, if you get American Home Life, I got final expense. That's two different writing numbers. This one is Patriots, right? Think about the Avengers. And other American Home Life is going to give you access to final expense that won't include these benefits, but it'll include term, getting clients up to 2 million in coverage. Also, working with high net worth clients, whole life, and final expense. Okay. Well, that's the end of this. I just want to share a little bit about what I'm excited about this new carrier, American Home Life. Have a great one.